Okay, and we're back, guys. We are here with the third game in Indie Showcase Saturday, which is this is another game that was kickstarted and, interestingly enough, also has a demo on PC, which I think is friggin' awesome. I'm really happy to see more of that. This is a title called HyperParasite, which, I mean, if you look at this logo, you can already tell why I was into this piece. It looks pretty neat. Now, the interesting thing is this is a bit of a preview that we're doing here, because this game, as you can see, is actually listed as available in the spring of 2019. So this is technically not out to the general public yet. All you can do is wishlist it. But I actually got this early press build, and this is, yeah, this is a game that Full Turbo could totally get behind. Absolutely. So this is actually an early pre-release title, but there is no embargo on it. I am allowed to cover it, so that's what we're going to be doing here. So we're going to be showing off this game, hopefully in concept. It is a roguelike, so another one of those, but you see it's a shooter brawler, and it's dystopian 1980s. I mean, again, cyberpunk, like, yo, this is my jam. So this looks really neat. There is a demo that you can play right now, though, which is really cool. Actually, that might even be this might even be the press code I got is of the demo. I'm actually not sure. It also has co-op and local co-op. Where's my Techno's not here anymore. Damn it. Because yeah, co-op and local co-op. Hey yo, this is cool. So this looks really interesting. So this is another game that was kickstarted, and it is on PC, and it will be on Xbox One and Switch, which is an interesting combination. No PlayStation 4, which is a rare thing with indie games. But I think is kind of interesting. So the Kickstarter is long since over, but the game actually didn't get wow, it didn't even get close to funded. Ouch. Yeah, wow. I assume they're continuing to make it. They haven't said that they're not, so I'm hoping that I'm not playing this for nothing. But it looks like it's going to continue to it's going to continue to get made. So we're gonna. Yeah, that's not going to work so well. Oh, well, no, you could do local stuff. No, you could. There are ways to do it. So yeah, we're gonna check this out. This is another blind play. No idea about this one. Haven't touched it. I've only seen the video footage. So, but I am very curious to give this piece a go. Hey, we're working on getting a LAN party set up for our work, Loop. So believe me, I understand. So let's check this out. This looks very promising. Oh, it's Unreal Engine. Okay, and once again, I'm running in big picture mode. Why am I running in big picture mode? I am not, my Steam Link is not on. Damn it. I doubt it, Loop. Okay, warning, this is not the final version. Best played with a controller. Games like this typically are. That is dystopian 80s cyberpunk, y'all. Wow. Listen to that distorted synth. There's also no options menu right now, so just so you know. Whoa. So this is the tutorial.
HyperParasite.
Indeed. Well, me, Caustic, Weretiger, and Sin are going to R6. We actually have our tickets and we booked an Airbnb. This bar shows the parasite's lives. If the parasite dies, the run is over. This is Parasite's attack icon. Each attack comes with its own cooldown. Once this icon turns red, the parasite won't be able to attack anymore. Okay. This is for the money you will pick up and that you can spend during your runs. Okay. Use the left bumper to dash. And apparently I can dash to break stuff, yes. Kitty, what is up, my dear? Thank you for the host. How you feeling, my friend? Lovely to see you. The frame rate in this is really weird. It's doing like this weird like shimmer thing. That's not the stream. That's actually me. Possession cone. Get close to the cop, and when it turns blue, release. Oh wow, you possess guys? The icon represents the enemy you have grabbed. You can decide whether to snatch it or not. During this phase, you are invulnerable. All the damage you take will be passed on to the enemy you're using as a host. The bar below the mugshot represents the number of hits the enemy can receive before dying. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kitty. Well, thank you for popping in, eh? I appreciate it. Use LT to throw the enemy away. Oh! You will be able to exploit all of its weapons and abilities once you take over. This bar represents your host body's health points. Keep in mind that when your host body dies, the parasite will be exposed and will become vulnerable to all attacks from enemies. This is the primary attack. Usually ranged character classes show the ammo value above this icon to warn you about when you need to reload your weapon. This is really neat. So, Kitty, this game actually doesn't come out until next year. I'm allowed to cover it now, but spring 2019 is the release date. They were actually on a Kickstarter that failed, but it looks like they're still developing it. This is called HyperParasite. It's coming to PC, Switch, and Xbox One, but not PlayStation, interestingly enough. Each special attack comes with its own cooldown. When this icon turns red, you won't be able to perform any special attacks. You need to be careful since you only got a limited amount of special attacks. You guys need an editor. So choose widely when to use one. So what is the special attack button? Reload your weapon. Okay, so he has unlimited ammo. Okay. Enjoy your brand new ranged host body. So yeah, this game is you actually, it looks like you take over enemies and use their different abilities. Okay, so that's the special ability. Interesting. There's actually a lot of plates to spin here. Okay, so I have all of this info about my host. Okay. You can leave your host body anytime by pressing X. Wow. And there's a time that it takes to get a guy. Yeah, I imagine that's got to be pretty nice, eh? Now we just got to get it so that you're friggin'... now we need it so that you don't have steam coming out of your internet. I still feel that it's a little ridiculous that they won't run fiber for you in the winter. It's not like they don't have the ability to dig a trench. Combat stats. The left part represents the number of enemy waves you will have to take down. The right part shows the number of enemies you have to kill for each wave versus the number of enemies you've killed. 125 is doable for some games, Mantris. It is possible. By the way, if you know what your cap is, you can actually get... EA is giving away free Trials of Origin access right now that include a few hours of Battlefield 5, if you want to try it. There is a way to... it is possible for you to give that a try if you want. Okay, so you can pick up one-time use items. Okay, that's neat. This looks like a rather tricky roguelite, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like there's a lot of plates to spin with this game, but I really like the concept that they're going for here. I think this is pretty trippy. By the way, Mantris, speaking of other things, I need to get you set up for Steam sharing at some point, so you can try out the stuff in my library if you want. We need to do that. It's actually not hard. Okay, so I start with the cop, I guess. I I love this aggressive synth wave, though. Wow, yeah, the timing. Wow. Timing those
Game over.
Timing those possessions is rough. Wow. Oh, did you? Nice. Good.
Downtown.
Well, like I said, yeah, I have no problem family sharing my library if you want to try it with you. It's not so... Well, yeah, my Steam library is not so much a library. It's a testament to how irresponsible I am with money sometimes. It's more of a city block, really. Oh, wow, this friggin' crazy... Look at this crazy long chain attack I have. This is nuts. This is really, really hard, but also really cool. I've never seen anything like this before. Wow, okay, I like this character. These characters are all so incredibly different in terms of how they play. Wow, this is nuts, man. But I'm actually kind of really liking this, though. This is tough, though. And also, the performance in this thing is pretty brutal. This is definitely, like, that weird frame shimmer that you're seeing. Actually, you know what? Funny enough, my preview in OBS is running smoother than it is on my monitor, which is really weird. But I'm getting some really weird, like, shimmer going on here. But this is an alpha, so this is an alpha demo for a game that doesn't even come out for a few months, so... I was hoping there'd be some stuff in here for me, but I guess not. I love the fact that I'm just shooting basketballs at people. This is just funny. For real, though, I could really use... Yeah! I'm a hobo with a shopping cart, and I fuck you up! Wait, can I blow up a truck? Oh my god, I can! Oh my god, I can! Oh, fatality! Alright. This is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. This game's pretty neat. Clearly has a ways to go, but I like the concept an awful lot. So it's very much arena shooter though. So taking over enemies is actually not as hard as it seems. It's not that difficult. You just gotta because when you're possessing an enemy, it looks like the other enemies around get stunned, which I was under the impression that while you were possessing someone, you were totally vulnerable. He might. Yeah, he might dig this. Actually, he would probably also like Siberian, which is the last game I played, which is a sort of very difficult retro-inspired platformer. Wolfie would probably like that game, and it's really cheap. It's like $6. Okay, this I wanna get this guy, Mr. Machine Gunner. Because Mr. Machine Gunner will wreck a bitch. Okay, I'm getting better at this. And yeah, the fact that this game has co-op, I'm gonna have to keep these guys. I'm gonna have to keep these guys on the list to approach for the shed. Because if this game is gonna have online co-op, yo, I got a couple people in the shed who would love to try this out. So that's the thing. He has a really good machine gun attack, but his reload is super slow. That's the turn. That's the bad, or that's the downside of this character. Is his reload is super long. Also, it looks like he doesn't have unlimited specials, which a lot of the characters do. I actually wouldn't mind buying this soundtrack, though. This is some really nice, aggressive rock synthwave. I will say I do hope they redo some of these enemy sound effects. They are a little, how do I put it? Not by voice actors. All right, man, no problem. I'll be here for, I've got probably 3 or 4 more games I'm going to talk about this afternoon, so I'm going to be here for a while. All right, let's take a look here. Ooh, what's this? Hold to perform upgrade? Parasite lives, special attack, progression rate, possession radius, possession cooldown, or defense upgrade. I think I'm gonna go for that. Oh right, I have a dash key too that I'd completely forgotten about. Okay, lure him down into the corner here. Yeah, that one wasn't so bad. Say I am having a hoot with this so far. For a game that is in early pre-release, it's got a few technical foibles, but I'm actually really enjoying this right now. Oh crap, my guy died. This in co-op I could see being an absolute blast and a half. Okay, I need to possess somebody like right now. Well, that didn't last long. See, some of these characters are very powerful, but their attacks are very slow. Oh no, I died. Oh man.
Game over.
Huh. Oh, that coffee got really cold. My god, there's going to be 5 acts in this game. Look at all the different characters you can possess. I guess, yeah, wow. Look at all the different characters you can get. This is crazy. And then you can see what skills and items they have available. That's neat, man. Okay, let's do another run of this. So I don't know if this pre-release code I got is for the same demo that the public gets, or if I have access to more content in this than the demo has. But this is available. There is a demo available for this that you guys can try out right now. As I said, this game was on Kickstarter. Their Kickstarter failed, actually. They didn't fund. So I don't know, why is that guy all lit up weird? But I see nothing in here that says this game is not still getting made. They're still very heavily advertising it. So, oh, neat. That got... Oh, new brain. Wait, what does the brain give you? Interesting. So I've seen nothing here that... Wait, what is... Wait, this brain is following me around. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, as far as I know, this game is still getting made. It is due to come to the PC, the Xbox One, and the Switch early in 2019. What I've seen so far really interests me. This is a game that is clearly very, very challenging, but it has so many different characters, and they all play completely differently from each other. I still don't know what that brain is here to do, by the way. Like, I have no idea... Oh, geez. I have no idea what this, I have no idea how long this is going to be or anything like that, but each of the characters plays so fundamentally different from each other that there's clearly a lot of different ways to play this. And I think it's pretty neat. There's a lot to manage in this. Like, there's a lot of mechanics. There's a lot of different controls, especially with how different each character plays. There's a lot to have to figure out. Jesus! And that you can go from going well to having your ass beat almost right away. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this.
Downtown.
You know, this will not sell anybody on the roguelike formula if you don't like it. As someone who now does like roguelikes and roguelites quite a bit, I'm totes down for this, but yeah, I really am liking I'm really liking the idea behind this quite a bit. I think they've got a really good idea here, and in a world where there are 9,000 roguelites now, because this genre kind of got fashionable, it's often hard because you've really got to do something to make you stand out from the pack to succeed in this genre now, and these guys seem to be doing that.
Game over.
This is pretty cool. I definitely have to say this is pretty cool. So we're gonna do one more run here. I think we've really seen the idea behind this now. I don't think there's that much more to say about it. But we're gonna switch to something else after this. I've got a couple more interesting titles here. I do have another game that is in pre-release state right now, which is that we'll check out. It's another roguelite, I believe, but one that's definitely not like this one. I kind of like this basketball guy. I think this is I kind of like the attacks of this character. There we go. So we might check out that one. I have another really weird one that I want to check out. It was not in the player.me database, even though I submitted it a couple of days ago, so I couldn't select it as a Mixer game, but it looks like they came back and said that they added it on Twitter, so hopefully it's there now. The problem is I don't know if Mixer updates the games immediately or not, so we're going to have to check that and see, because I want to make sure that that gets its due. But we'll take a look here. Max special attack reached. Okay, so you do have a limited number of special attacks, but those little brain things allow you to pick more of them up. So, okay, that makes more sense then. Oh, look at this! Enemy spawners! Interesting, okay. Hot girls triple X. Only triple, none of that double X. Gotta get it right. Okay, here we go. Oh, stuff's getting cranky up in here, y'all. Oh, wow, I like that special. Oh, that's a nice special. I like that. Yeah, upgrade. Okay, that gives me another parasite life. I like that. And that's a health upgrade. I'm liking this one a lot, Sim, I have to say. I could see this being a lot more fun in co-op. I'd love to see this get online co-op. I know everybody says that, and I know that adding online to a game is way harder than people think it is. But this is a game that feels like it would really benefit from online co-op, not just... Is that a boss? This is a game that really feels to me like it would benefit from online co-op, not just, Nice! I got a kick-ass upgrade from that. And you know what this reminds me of a lot? I think this is a Smash TV tribute right here. This reminds me a lot of that. Burger, what's up, my man? How are ya? Thank you for the host, sir. I do appreciate. I'm doing a little showcase of a bunch of indie games from my coverage backlog. Is actually what we're up to here. I've gone through a couple of different games already. And we're going to do, I'm doing another one here. This is a game called HyperParasite that actually doesn't come out until early next year. It's coming to PC, Xbox One, and Switch, interestingly enough. Oh, dude, you were playing A Hat in Time. I haven't finished that game yet. That game is so good. I love A Hat in Time. So very good. Yeah, this is an interesting roguelike title. Really interesting gameplay mechanics. You have to possess enemies and do like this wave-based combat, but the enemies that you're taking out they all play completely differently from each other. They all have different mechanics and different attack and ability styles. It's really kind of trippy. Oh yeah. So there is a demo for this on Steam right now. It actually had a failed Kickstarter, but as far as I can tell, it's still getting made. It's due out early next year. This is a pre-release press version that I think has a little bit more content. It plays almost like a roguelike Smash TV, kind of, except with this really neat progression mechanic that I am digging the ever-loving crap out of. The performance is a little wonky, and it definitely needs some optimization work, but it is a pre-release. It's going to have co-op as well, which I'm looking forward to. I hope eventually online. Right now it's just local. But yeah, so you see here, you have to take over different enemies, and they all have a whole suite of different statistics. There's tons of enemies in this. Like, look at this. So there's only 2 acts here in the main game. But these are all the enemies in each act, and they all have completely different stats. There's a whole suite of different enemies you can possess in each act. It's crazy. It's really ambitious. And like, as roguelikes go, like, they're trying to do something pretty different from the pack here, which I think is really cool. See, you have to possess guys. And every enemy has completely different weapons and abilities and attack patterns. It's really, really neat, man. Highly recommend grabbing the demo on Steam and checking it out. They got something here. This is pretty cool. And I mean, as an old school Smash TV fan, you can feel the Smash TV inspirations all over this. Even though this doesn't play like a score attack arcade game, you can just feel that this game was super inspired by Smash TV. There was a little homage to it there, actually. I had to do a special room where I had to kill one very powerful enemy, but he dropped 2 upgrades, and it looked like the Pleasure Dome rooms in Smash TV. Like, straight up. So you see, you can... So look at this guy. This guy's like a basketball player, and like, look at how his attack works. You're throwing basketballs that bounce around off the walls and stuff. Like, this is just too cool. There's a guy who's like a hobo, and you attack with his shopping cart. Also, the audio needs some work. A lot of these sound effects, especially for the enemy barks and stuff, sound like placeholders. Like, these rats that are attacking me sound like kittens. See, so this guy's a cop, so he just has a gun. And then there's special abilities that you have in limited amount. The enemies do all have, or the characters that you can possess, they do all have unlimited ammo, but they have different reload times. And there's also environmental stuff like this that you can do, where you can blow stuff up. And then you see when you get turned back into your parasite form there, you're very, very vulnerable and can die very quickly. So you have to possess another enemy very, very fast. Or you can get screwed pretty quick. But yeah, this is a really cool idea. And this on consoles and especially on Switch, like, this is a great portable Switch game. Especially games like this that are made to be played in runs are perfect on portable systems like that. This is like the furthest I've ever gotten in a run. I'm actually doing kind of all right here. Also, I unlocked that brain that's following me around. I don't know what it actually does. I assume I assume there's something I can do with it, but I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I will say, I do keep forgetting that I do have a dodge roll ability that I keep forgetting to use. Oh, enviro kill! Okay, I was not able to shoot there for some reason. This machine gun guy I like a lot. He shoots really fast and does a lot of damage, but has very, very long reload times. So you gotta really be careful about that. Wow, these enemies are doing wicked damage to me now. See, that chain guy has a really long scale attack like that. Okay, we should be... Okay, so we ran out of space there. You can also teleport between rooms that you've been to already, which reminds me a lot of a game like Monolith or something, which I like quite a bit. That's clearly the door to the boss. Well, not clearly. I mean, I'm just going to assume that that's the door to the boss. I don't know why I get this vibe, but... yeah.
Double trouble.
Okay, yeah, this is a boss. So, am I going to be correct in assuming that I have to take out these 2 SWAT van things? Yep, I do. So they're going to keep spawning enemies until I take them out? Okay. And unfortunately, I'm out of special attacks, which is a bit of a bummer. So, this is kind of a lame boss, I will say, because it's not actually a boss, it's just 2 enemy spawners that have high health bars. That's a little weak, but again, pre-release, I know, this is probably a placeholder boss. Oh, okay, never mind. It actually has okay, they have things on them. Okay, now they're actually doing stuff. And this one is like a goddamn bullet hell, so, okay, shut my mouth. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, this doesn't seem that great, and oh, shut my mouth. They actually made static environmental bosses that are kind of ass bags. This guy's just a big melee tank, which is kind of cool. And that's gonna blow. Poosh! Oh, and I set him on fire! I gotta time these ones. Oh, no! Oh.
Game over.
Boo! Well, there we go, guys. Yeah, this is pretty dope. It's a ways off, but I have enjoyed the hell out of what I played so far. You give me online co-op in this piece, and I will be down for this big time. So, yeah, that's HyperParasite. It's coming to the PC, the Xbox One, and the Switch, as far as I know, anyway. Like I said, their Kickstarter failed, but it looks like this is still under development. So there is a demo right now on Steam that you can get for it. Availability, it is saying, is spring 2019. This is the website here, hyperparasite.com. There's a bunch of stuff in here. So there is a devlog. Let's see when the last time was that they updated it. These just look like Kickstarter updates. So I'm not so sure about that. I really hope that this game hasn't just died on the vine, both because of the fact that I'm doing a video and a stream on it, but also just because it would be a real shame if it doesn't, because this looks really good. This is a game that would have been really cool if it succeeded on Kickstarter. So this is cool, guys. I'm liking this an awful lot. So, yeah, that is HyperParasite from TrogloBytes Games. And highly keep your eye on this. If you like roguelikes and if you like twin-stick shooters, definitely one to watch. I'm pretty impressed with it. So stick around for a couple minutes, guys, and we'll be back with the next game in the Indie Showcase Saturday lineup. So don't go anywhere. Be right back. Take it easy.